This isn't even all of them. Promise I can dress myself to preserve my modesty. It's right behind the camera and it is an ominous presence. Can I actually get this one off? See, we're getting cutthroat now. Nerf guns and fireworks involved. Do I hate this dress? What if I make this into a Mothman skirt? Your girl loves a stripe. It's really fun being in this meat sack of mine. Oh, hi, welcome to Sewing Nerd Studios. I am Jo, and this week we are going to overhaul the entire wardrobe, every section, every department, every category. I think this is the most I've ever gotten out of my closet. We're gonna jump right into it and then I'll meet you back here at the end. I can give you a little preview of my shame pile that I almost doubled in the process of this. Yeah. Up first are my pants and shorts, which I keep in a suitcase on the floor of my closet. Because, I don't know, I probably saw it on Pinterest like 12 years ago and decided to run with it. We'll go through all the categories. I have skirts and tops and dresses as well. I have some shoes. I don't know if we'll deal with that. Honestly, the thing I'm most worried about is my shame basket. There's a lot. It's already overflowing and I'm probably going to be adding some stuff to it. Here are the ground rules. I'm not going to make myself try on stuff I've recently worn and that I know fits me. Part of this is to like get me out of the funk I currently feel like I'm in. A lot of that is to do with things going on over in Palestine. I thought doing something like this, and that's like very tactile, would help clear my head a little bit, but also, hi, I'm very much in support of the genocide ending, and I'm gonna put a link in the description, which is helping get families out of Rafah specifically, because I don't have words. Everything seems so frivolous and meaningless, but I'm trying not to completely spiral all the time, all day, every day. So everything that fits comfortably is going right back where I took it from. I will be starting a donation pile for stuff that isn't sparking joy anymore, because part of this is to remind me of what I have, because a lot of things have gone unappreciated and I have so much, but I always wear the same like 4 things, and to clear some space because I have been crawling my way back to garment making. I have a pile of dresses to sew because I did make a dress recently and I love it. The fabric made me really mad, but I have 3 more of the same pattern cut out in different fabrics and I want to make those. But that was one of the things to jumpstart me doing this. In addition to like, I can't get any other kind of project done. So I think this will be helpful, a part of like a cathartic spring cleaning situation. But anything that is like almost usable and I want to keep but needs to get something fixed, altered, tweaked, whatever, I am going to put in a basket that already has too much stuff in it. And yeah, we'll talk about that later. It will be dealt with, so help me. But one thing at a time. So let's get our keep pile, our donate pile, and our alterations pile and go from there. Anything like these, they're like bike shorts essentially. I wear these under stuff. I'm currently wearing a pair because it's just a good neutral. I'd like to have just a little extra something to preserve my modesty, make me not worry about a wind gust ruining my day. And if I'm wearing tights or leggings or something, having a pair of like little short shorts on over the tights or leggings helps keep them up so they're not constantly falling. You don't have like MC Hammer crotch. So all of these are staying. I was just wearing these shorts. I know for sure that they fit. I would go through everything in my like laundry hamper, but obviously I had them on recently. This is a pair of essentially jeggings that I also wore pretty recently. And these 2 pairs of black pants as well. You know what's funny is I used to not let myself wear black jeans, and I don't know why. I thought they were too cool for me. I didn't think I met the criteria for someone to wear those. To be completely honest, I was not expecting these to fit this well. But yeah, this is good. These are a keep. Also, it's like my favorite color. So same with these. I don't remember wearing these all that much. I honestly forgot that I had them. I don't love how this sticks out in the front here, but I know I feel like I will regret getting rid of them. You know what? We're keeping up. These might have to go in the donate pile. They're like lower rise. Like, this is not comfortable. So you know what? Rather than struggle through and feel bad about myself because something doesn't fit, yeah, like the way it's pulling on the front of my leg. We're just not. I forgot I had these. They were definitely longer pants that got cut down. And we're not gonna struggle to get into our clothes. Donate. I suspect, oh, actually, I bought these at the same time I bought those other jeans when they were like full length ones. But these are way more comfortable. Not like falling down in the back, which happens when I have like lower rise pants, which is why I don't like wearing them. Okay, we're gonna keep. I'm on the fence about these. This feels, no, these aren't that comfortable. I like these ones though, but am I gonna wear them? I can barely get my hands in my pockets. No, donate. I'm not even gonna bother trying these ones on because I know that they fit. I didn't see them in the pile, but these are like capris. They're a little on the baggy side, but that doesn't mean they have to go away. You know what's funny? I was sliding these on and was like, oh, these pants feel like home. This is actually the same size from the same brand as one of the black ones I just threw in the donate pile. I don't know why these sit a little differently, but they're very stained. These are like good doing some projects around the house slash working in someone else's workshop type pants, but comfortable. So keep. Sometimes you need like, these are my painting jeans. Oh, these are so comfortable. This is like my ideal pair of jeans. There's a lot of stretch. So I don't feel like I can't move. They're high-waisted, so nothing's like coming down back here. They don't feel restrictive. One problem I have is everything is always too short here. These are very much a keep. Oh, they're so comfortable. Huh. I suspect these are the pants have gone the longest not wearing, because this is a pair I had very much convinced myself I didn't fit in. And, you know, they're a lower rise. And listen, I came of age in the mid-2000s in high school during the era of like extra low-rise jeans with whale tails. Not that I participated because I didn't even wear jeans then. I was very much all about like cargo shorts from the boys department that had the like zip-off bottom to the legs, so that as the summer wore on and you were getting back into colder months and you started putting the bottom of the legs back on, they were a completely different color than the rest of the shorts because they hadn't gone through the same weather wear and washing cycles. Always makes me laugh thinking about that. These, I think keep. All right, now I'm gonna put the bike shorts I had on earlier for the rest of the try on, which actually I think we're gonna move to my backdrop I hung in the other room because I will put stuff on my garment rack and we can go from there. So I got my bike shorts here, my short shorts here, black jeans, blue denim jeans, and a little lavender sachet. Next, we're gonna do skirts. Okay, so I'm not feeling particularly inspired by these. I did wear a skirt I haven't worn much the other day. It was actually this plaid one I made, and wearing that made me want to make more. I did enjoy wearing it. It was more comfortable than I remembered it being. So this is why we try the things on. Okay, I think this one's going to be comfortable because it's just elastic waisted and it's very festive and fun. I just did bias tape around the top and bottom, and yeah, works great. There's a lot of gathered skirts I'm not currently feeling particularly excited about, but that is why we'll try them on. I feel like we'll get a good chunk of these in the donate pile, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, this is fun. I feel cute. And because it was cut as like one whole piece, you can kind of just have whatever section of colors you like more to go with your outfit. I like this one a lot, so that's a keep. I don't even need to try this one on to know it's for sure a keep. This is my Starberry skirt. Yeah, still magical. This is actually the same fabric I use for my table cover at events. This one was thrifted. I don't wear it very often, but I do like it. It's definitely very short. But again, this is why we wear bike shorts. These ones might actually be longer than the skirt is. Promise I can dress myself. Okay. Yeah, it's still comfortable. That was the thing I was worried about, is that it might not be, but tis. So we keep. Here's the thing with these two, is it's kind of a package deal, because this is kind of a petticoat. I don't know if that's its original intention. And this is the first circle skirt I ever made. And I do feel like a giant cupcake. But like, how can I not? How can I not? It has pockets. The flow. I'm going to keep the petticoat, even though on its own it does not spark joy. But you see the difference? This isn't bad, but it feels like it's missing something. It has to be what it is, right? The way it has all this like pin tucks and the ruffles. I don't know, but that's how I use it. So she stays. And this still fits perfect. There was a point in time I convinced myself I need to get rid of this because it didn't fit. But wouldn't you know it, when you try the things on, you know for sure if it fits or not. What a concept. I know I'm gonna end up keeping this. I haven't worn it in a bit, but I still really like it. Actually, this might have to go into the repair pile. I kind of want to put different elastic in it because this is maybe too loose and it's come undone under here. Our first addition to the repair pile. I'm not going to show you until the end because I am embarrassed about how excessive that pile is. Then there's this, which used to be like floor length kind of prairie dress, but I cut it down and I love it. It's so comfortable. Very much my color. Oh, I forget about this one. I like this a lot. It's almost too warm of a green for me, but it's like, it's right on that line. I can't put this one in the dryer though, because the lace just kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So I actually had to shorten this because it was sticking out from under the lace. And I don't mind short skirts, obviously, so it's fine. This isn't quite my color. It's like a seafoam green. You know what? I feel lovely in this. I was actually gonna say maybe I don't keep this one. Also, I think about one of my best friends when I have this on because she got me the fabric from a trip to Paris, this lace. She got me like 3 yards of it. I still have so much. This might be my favorite skirt I have. And it's such a basic one, like it'd be really easy to make more, just like it. But and it's not even that much fabric because it's like A-line-ish. No, not A-line. I don't know what this cut would be called. Not really pencil skirt. It's just very like, there's not a lot of flare happening, but it's very comfortable. It was the bottom portion of a dress. I think this is the original elastic from the dress too, and I just undid the top. I believe that's what happened. So that stays. I forgot about the pleated one. I suspect that one's gonna go because I have not worn it since I made it. It'd be such a good like Sailor Scout skirt for a costume. This was the first gathered skirt I ever made. It has pockets, right? Oh, I have it. Oh, it's a side zip. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that's right. This is the one I got it caught on a guardrail. Yep. Still like it. I also just have a lot of good memories in it from the shows I have worn it to. The first time I tried sewing with a pattern, this was supposed to be a whole dress. and it's a Cynthia Rowley design. I just like couldn't make it happen. So yeah, I have the fabric I was going to use for the top of the dress folded over here. I forgot about that. Oh, it bummed me out. But I got this awesome skirt out of it, and I really like this. So that also stays. Last time I wore it was probably when I was going to host Doctor Who trivia, which nobody came to, so I never got to run that game. But if you want to play it, it's available for... Oh, these pockets are a little small. It's available to play for any of the paid tiers over on Patreon. It's like whatever amount you donate, you have access to it. And I'm actually, by the time this goes up, I'll have another trivia theme. I haven't decided which one I want to do yet, but it'll be good. Yeah, this will also be a keep. Real talk, my dudes. I convinced myself that my weight has fluctuated more than it actually has, and that nothing is going to fit me, even though I made it to my own measurements. Man, I'm really proud of this, but I'm just never gonna wear it. I think the pleats are beautiful. I don't know, do I put it on my costume rack? I'm gonna set this aside for now. I have this pile of 3 skirts I made all at the same time to have some kind of basics, but that means they're not particularly exciting, so I don't end up wearing them very often. Yeah, I mean, it gets the job done. It has pockets. This one is also like lightweight, which I like. So maybe I keep the black one and maybe I don't keep these other 2. I never wear the red one, so I feel like I'm gonna have to let this one go, even if it does fit. We'll see if I get like real excited once it's on. Obviously, just been crumpled in the back for a long time. What would make me enjoy this? Should I print on these? I hadn't actually thought about that before. That could be fun. What if I make this into a Mothman skirt? Okay, we're gonna keep her, but she's gonna get some zhuzh. Oh my god, what a fun idea. So, second thing going in my bin of shame. I really like the color. It fits just as nicely as the black one. I definitely wore this more often. Okay. I feel weirdly disappointed in myself that I didn't donate more, but also this is the biggest collection of things I have made myself. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, there's like a point of pride in a lot of these things, more than just easy come, easy go, you know? And I think that's a good thing. I feel like I put a lot of work into it, so I don't want to dismiss it so easily. I do want to make more skirts. Part of it is like making more room and assessing like where the gaps in my wardrobe are. There's nothing specifically jumping out at me and it's like, you need this. But I do want more skirts like this. I want another plaid A-line circle skirt, and I have fabric for that out of this like really fun wool that I have. I have dresses I want to make and other things I want to make, but I don't want to increase the size of my wardrobe, so that is part of this effort. Okay, I think we move on to the dresses next. I thought I would get rid of more of these, but there's also not all that many to get rid of anyway. I own like 15, not even 15 skirts, but I do end up wearing these more often, where the dresses, I want to wear them more because it's also less effort as far as putting an outfit together because it's all one piece. People think, oh, you're all dressed up, you're in a dress. No, it's out of pure laziness that I have chosen this course of action. Okay, let's do this. This dress is one of the few like woven dresses that I own and also wear. Actually, yeah, I think there's 2 more that aren't just knit fabric. Okay, yeah, I can take a deep breath. It's like holding me in, not in some like profoundly uncomfortable way, and it has this fun gathered skirt on the bottom. I do want to try this with like a circle skirt coming out because I think it'd be fun. I just defaulted to gathered skirts for so long because it doesn't take a ton of fabric depending on how much gathering you want, and they can be just rectangles. So you can, depending on how much fabric you have and what size you are, you can like work with what you've got. And if you're short on it, like if it's not enough, I love the idea of having color block panels snuck in there, even in like little sections. So you almost have like chunky stripes here and there, or there's just like a whole quarter of the skirt is a different color. I love that so much. I've done it with circle skirt before because I didn't have enough fabric to make it work, and I love it. I love it so much. This is definitely a keep. It's a Patterns by Gertie through Butterick. I'll put the number here. I love this dress so much, and I've made like crop tops with this pattern before. We'll get to those. Also, look how fun the lining is. Yeah, this is nice. There's no pockets. There's no like flare to it. It's just comfy. David, if you're watching this, thank you again for this fabric. It's so lightweight, but not sheer. Here's the thing with this dress. I love it. I love the color block. It's so good. The only problem is the fabric. The expensive, stupid, meant for apparel knit fabric from Joann's. I was like, oh, I'll splurge and invest in a couple yards of this because it's so fun. But look, even just sewing it together, this has been through the wash once and almost all of it is trashed. Or like, that makes me not want to wear this. And that really bums me out. Color block swoop. I cinched it up over here. I did tweak the pattern a bit to fit me a little bit better, but I really like this. It's not like too tits out. The sleeves are fun. Really quick to make too. And actually, I think the fun of the print would get lost if it was all that. So I have picked out fabrics for my next 3. So I want glow in the dark space fabric with some gray, like nice charcoal gray. Then I have this like heather red to go with this cute fox print. I can't wait to wear that one. And then I have this Sally the Ragdoll fabric and a really nice soft teal, turquoise, whatever, that like almost perfectly matches this part of it. And I want to emphasize that color the most. So I'm very excited about these. And all of them are white on the inside, so I can serge them all in the same color. And it's the same color that my serger is already threaded with, so I'm that much more excited to knock these out and add them into my wardrobe. That's to be worked on later. Okay, so this is by a French pattern company. I think I found it by just going through the Me Made May hashtag like 2 years ago. I did adjust the pattern because I have a very long, everything on me is long. Everything on me is long and tall. So I had to extend the waist down so that it actually cinches, because these ties are like part of the bodice. Pattern piece you cut out is wild looking, and then it's not the most like efficient use of the fabric. And listen, all the extra fabric got used for bags and stuff because it is a knit, but if you toss a little SF 101 on the back, you can make it do anything. But the way it cinches here, like I think the shape going on is so nice. It's just, I don't know, I feel good in it. I have this. It is like a short sleeve dress. I think there's a couple different variations, but I just turned it into a tank top situation because I run very warm and I wanted to wear this all summer. Hemmed the bottom with some bias tape, and I really like how that sits. But what I want to try is, instead of having the bodice piece that's this section but then goes into this whole strip, right? I want to just have a seam here where the extendy bit comes out. This pattern's so cool. I've never seen a dress go together like this. I will link that in the description as well, because oh my goodness. I'll try to put links to like all the things I'm referencing in case you want to do your own and I've made videos on a lot of the things I've sewn myself, this included. But yeah, like maybe right here turn into a different color fabric so that I can just have long strips, which will be efficient use of fabric for whatever I do. I think having like what I used for the pockets, if that was the sash coming around, I think would be really cool. This is also like kind of heavy, so I'd like a lighter weight fabric for this. But I love this dress so much and I wear it all the time because it's something I'm very proud of having made. It's cute. It's both spooky and like spring summery, so it works all year when I'm doing my vendor events, because obviously I like to showcase my own workmanship, and this is pretty up there. I without fail get asked multiple times when I wear this to an event if I made it, and yeah, I think it's cool. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, I forgot about this dress. I DIY'd it a bit. I added this exploding TARDIS panel because it used to be a little on the short side, like especially in the back. It went up, but I forgot it's literally attached at the front with a separating zipper. I have a bunch of, and this would be a really good way to use those. Wheels are turning. Can you tell? No, because you can't see me. I hate this. Truly. I don't know what went wrong here. But this is, no. This is not it. I have like a whole bed sheet worth of this fabric as the skirt. And I thought it would be fun. It's like down to my ankle. T-length perhaps. So here's what's gonna happen to this is I am going to cut this, save it so it can be part of a patch for something. And this would make really good lining fabric for some backs because it's lightweight and thin. But I can't. I want to like it, but I cannot. So this is going also in my bin of shame. I'd say a good chunk of the stuff in that bin is this type, like just needs to get cut up and put in my scrap bins, which are nicely organized. Let me defend myself a little here. Okay, so I think that covers it for dresses I have made from scratch or like adjusted in some other way. This, I know this is a keep. I've worn this to so many weddings because it's so comfortable and you can't tell how sweaty I am when I have it on. It's lightweight. It's a circle skirt along the bottom. I wonder if putting like a petticoat under it would work for me. But it does have this little belt that came with it. There's at least 4 weddings I can think of that I've gone to and worn this. But it's just so good, and I'm very into outfit repeating, so if someone's like, didn't she have that dress at this other event? A, are you bored? Why would you be keeping track of something like that? And also, so what? I like the dress. I think it's fancy enough, but I don't feel out of my element with it. Only downside is it does not have pockets. Also, I just thought of a 5th wedding I've worn this to. It's the dress I wear to weddings. Actually, that reminded me, I packed another dress for the most recent wedding I went to because I was like, oh, it's a New Year's wedding. I should like zhuzh it up a little bit more. But then I decided not to wear it because I didn't want to. So I brought this as backup, knowing in my soul I was gonna end up putting it on. This just doesn't feel like me. There's no way to not get deodorant all over these flappy bits. It also doesn't have pockets. It's really not doing it for me. Yeah, I'm 90% sure I'm gonna donate that. Here's another thing, which is not like a fun bit of information, but holding this dress, I only remember wearing it once, and I got to see a Beatles cover band called Rain, and they were great. And it was at this fancy theater in Boston. I think it was at the Wang, but all I actually think about when I'm touching this is that was also the night I found out a friend of mine died. So I assume that's part of why I haven't worn this. Looking at it on the hanger, I wasn't really thinking about that, but like holding on to it and having put it on is really bringing those thoughts back. And that's obviously not my favorite headspace to be in, so this is going to get donated to some other fancy lady that won't have that kind of emotional baggage to it. As for this, I feel kind of badass in this one. It's very comfortable, thrifted. It does have a side zipper, but it's stretchy enough that I don't have to undo it to get in and out of this. I don't know, it's very comfortable, and especially if I get some like black tights on with it, with a little bit of some kind of texture, like argyle ones, or like a small fishnet situation, I think is nice with this. Okay, this is obviously not my color. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this dress. It's empire waisted, which is not my favorite. I used to not be able to handle how open it was here. Do I hate this dress? Sometimes I do, actually. I did try making a dress, copying the top of it, but like this one is a wrap top, and I have the pattern for this, so I wouldn't have to take a pattern off of this one. I literally only wear it on Halloween, or like the day or two leading up to it. It's just a t-shirt dress. But you know what? This is also gonna get donated. I wonder how I'm gonna feel in this one. This was a go-to dress for a while for me. The way the sleeves are is a little weird. Well, the lack of sleeves, I suppose. I think this is a keep, right? Like, it's not too Greek goddess-y, where I think the first time I tried it on, I was worried about that. It doesn't feel like it's going for toga, but is as comfortable as I would imagine that would be. Also, is my preference for jewel tones coming across yet? Okay, this is a dress I did alter. It had longer sleeves before, and I assume the reason it was donated is because one of these little like belt loops was coming off, so I just stitched it back down. Not an issue. It has a tie around the middle. Very basic shape. This would be easy to duplicate. I should make another dress like this. I thrifted it, but also adjusted it for myself. It's not super long, not super short. Very comfy. This is more of a winter dress. It is like lightweight sweater material, but your girl loves a stripe. Yeah, I like wearing this with bright blue tights. That's one of my favorite outfits in the winter. I just wish I had pockets. You know what? I was expecting to be very excited to put this one on. I like the exposed zipper. I don't mind the height of it. Like, this is a good length. It doesn't sit low enough for me. I want this to be here. It's not uncomfortable, but it is giving me a bit of a like pancake chest situation. Maybe it's just the bra I'm wearing, but this is like not as comfortable as I remember it being. But I like the look of it. I put this in my shame pile and try to like make my own version of this dress. I think I've had that thought like a lot of times. And I do have a lot of zippers like this to use. And that's kind of the thing I had in mind when thinking about those zippers. Yeah. You know what? Worst case scenario, I just cut up the fabric and use it for something else. But rather than donate it, I'm going to put it in my alterations pile because I get ideas. Oh right, another dress featuring a zipper. This has also been crammed in the back for a while. I don't wear this all that often. Oh, but it's so comfortable. Same thing. It used to freak me out how open it was up here, but it's comfortable. Like, I'm just more comfortable in my meat sack. I do suspect A, is a lot of therapy, but B, going through as many health things as I have in recent years, like, you just kind of become indifferent to your body, at least for me. I get frustrated with it in a lot of ways, but not so much like someone will see my décolletage. I don't freak out about that as much. Oh, hilarious. I have bobby pins clipped to the bottom of the skirt. That's a move I like to do if I'm out in the wild, because if the wind is blowing and my hair gets disheveled, I'd rather just pin it down. So I like slide them onto the bottom of my skirt. I didn't notice these when I was putting it on. That's funny. So yeah, I just pin them like that. And then I got spares. And like, sometimes a friend just needs a bobby pin. I think if I were to duplicate this, I would just have the zipper go down to here. I don't like this. It also wasn't installed very cleanly by whoever made this. I think I bought this at like a Sears shortly after I was out of high school. This was me branching out. I remember I was with one of my other best friends. This and the one I put the Doctor Who fabric over. I bought these the same day. That was basically the day I came to terms with the fact that blue might be my favorite color. I used to fight it, man. I used to fight it so hard. Yeah, I like this dress a lot. Okay, here's the thing. I took these out of my closet the way they were in there. So the further back everything is, the less I have worn them. This was a go-to dress for me for a long time. I don't think it works for me anymore though. It's like shirred around the middle, which I don't hate. And like, I don't dislike lace, but I don't know. It's not fitting in the shoulders, and maybe it never did, but I just toughed it out before. I wore this a bunch for days I was doing like the delivery run for a job I used to have, where I had to go a little more business casual. And then I would change into jeans and a t-shirt, or like shorts and a t-shirt when I got back to the lab. I was at a dental lab, not like back to Dr. Frankenfurter's lab. But yeah, I don't think this does it for me anymore. So to the donate pile. I for sure don't think this fits anymore. I'm not really like a ditzy floral girly anyway. I did wear this to a wedding before I thrifted that polka dot one. Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be a no from me, dog. It has pockets, but they don't hold on to shit. It has a little tie, but it... Yeah, this... Oh. Yeah, I don't want to break this anymore. Okay, this also the donate pile. See, like, it's cute. I like that it's a border print. I think that's fun, but like, it does not speak to me anymore. This is probably the most expensive dress I ever bought. I mean, it was probably like $30, but still, that's a lot for me. Oh no, can I actually get this one off? I remember really liking this one too. It's got a circle skirt, kind of a classic cut, I think. Kind of this like sweetheart neckline. Also thought I was gonna feel weird in this one, much like the last one. But I don't. I feel pretty nice. This is cute. It's like a tiny houndstooth. It's got good twirl. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I do like this dress though. All right, this was also a go-to for a long while there. Oops. Let's see. How are we feeling about this? Oh, I like it. Oh, I like this. It is sheer up here, but it's such small holes throughout that like I'm not as exposed as I was anticipating. Actually, I've always worn like a camisole under this. I think that's part of why I didn't wear it very often, but where this is sitting is great. The way this is falling, also great. If this gets pulled up ever so slightly, perfect length. I can't do below the elbow. Yeah. Oh, it's so comfortable. Is it because the camisole I haven't been wearing this? Yeah, this is a keep too. I like this one a lot. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to get rid of this one. Okay, then there's this, which might be the most chaotic garment I own. I bought it at Forever 21, probably for like $10, a long time ago. Like 2008, 2009, 2010 at the latest. It's so silly. Listen, I was expecting to be like, yeah, this is an easy get rid of, but it's so comfortable. I really like the top. I need to make a shirt like this, just out of this material. It's like super thin, lightweight, good for summer. It's very short. Let me show you. See what I mean? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Maybe with different fabric on the bottom. Huh. Yeah, maybe if I put a different skirt on here, would I wear this more often? Probably. Memorial Day barbecue energy. And I do kind of as a joke wear it for like 4th of July, which I don't celebrate actively, but people do have the day off, so we'll hang out and I'll wear this. I don't know. Obviously I have qualms about looking like an American flag. I definitely feel like the skirt is a little unhinged. The combination is why I don't end up wearing it. But I wonder if I had like the skirt from this down here, I would definitely wear it more. Oh, yeah. Even just laying this across here, right? That feels a lot more me. Do I just Frankenstein these together? The way it's going on in the back, I expected to hate, but I don't think I do. I haven't done a good old Frankenstein project in a while. I always assume if I have a top like this on, like, I have to make sure I wear a bra that goes with it. Oh no, if someone sees my bra straps, whatever will they do? No, that's not bothering me at all. That's fine. I don't like wearing the strapless bras. Okay, here's the thing. My battery's almost dead because I have a lot of clothes that we've gone through, and we haven't even gotten to the like biggest pile yet, which is all my tops. I'm gonna take a break, move all this. Oh, as for this dress, I will try it on just to make sure, but I have that set aside for wearing to funerals, which also means not my favorite dress to wear, but it's comfortable. It's kind of unassuming. Ooh, you know what? I don't know if this fits anymore. It is a size small. I don't mind where this is hitting, and this is part of why, like the length of it all, because I have a lot of short stuff. This feels more appropriate for a service. But similar length, similarly subdued, appropriate color scheme, but still feels like me. And actually, I do think I have worn this to a funeral before. Is this Sweetheart neckline houndstooth one I had a little earlier. Where obviously I don't only have to wear it for funerals, but like it's a good thing to be mindful of because like shit happens, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not a size small. So yeah, donation pile as well. 12. I have 3 more ready to cut that'll get added into this mix. So that'll get me up to 15. Where like dresses are the thing I want to make the most, garment wise. And I always convince myself I have too many. Where I have a bunch, but I wasn't wearing like a third of the ones that I had. I feel like that's good progress. Okay. You ready to talk about it? This isn't even all of them. These are shirts or like pullovers. Anything open fronted will be on another round in this video, but just I can't fit it all on the rack is the problem. This is my crop top I made to look like a beer I got to make, which was very cool. I mean, it doesn't look like the beer, it looks like the beer label, but I also got to help make that. Yeah, it still fits, comfortable. It's the top part of the pattern I used for the otter dress that I tried on earlier, and this is what it looks like. I wear this once in a while, usually with that really high lace black skirt that I have, just because I'm not a big midriff out kind of person. This is a tank top I think I altered last year because I was never wearing this shirt. Yeah, that still works for me. This is a shirt I cut up. There's gonna be a lot of that. Ugh. I always convince myself it doesn't fit this way, but it does fit this way. So the moral of the story here is don't let the brain worms win. Oh, interesting. I did not choose this top. It was forced upon me by someone I was kind of friends with that just insisted on me wearing girlier clothes because I wore a lot of like boxy band shirts and stuff in high school. So she took me out to get this and I was very uncomfortable in it. It's comfy now. Also, all the edges are unfinished and this was like purchased at a store, which, listen, you can have raw edges on stuff. It's okay. No one's gonna send you to jail. I think I'm gonna donate this because I forgot it existed. So obviously I'm not gonna miss it. And I have this. I did at one point enjoy wearing it a bunch, but do I still? I don't know if I do. It's stripes, right? But it just doesn't feel right. It feels like a different kind of person wears this. Okay? Okay. It can't just be about whether or not it fits. Oh, this, listen, I'm not getting rid of this. Over my cold dead body. This is my Cornetto Trilogy shirt. That's an absolute stay. This, especially specifically over the camisole I'm currently wearing, this layered over, yes. 1,000 times yes. This, I also tank topified last year. Just gonna make sure it fits in a way that I like. Oh yeah. It's just been a while since I've worn this. No, it's great. It's perfect. It's beautiful. This is my IT crowd shirt. This, same thing. I just wore this the other day as my Mighty Boosh tank top. No notes. Likewise, wore the other day. It's my worst pirate ever shirt. This is one of the first DIYs I ever did, where I cut little slits across the sides and tied a million little knots. Oh, the shoulders as well have that done to it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Now, listen, we're getting into questionable waters here. I like that it's Pizza John. I don't want to get rid of Pizza John. But the second I have something with a neck strap, like a halter top or an apron or something, like it hurts my neck. I do not tolerate anything being there very well. So what are my options? Can I just make these into straps that come down? And then it's a little tank top? Instead of a halter top? This top has seen a lot. Thinking about just pinning the straps back here and wearing it, that's the move. That's for sure the move. Okay, this is going in the alterations pile. This is a Frankenstein thing I did. That black lace tank top, I bought a gray one as well, like silver. And I used the collar band and the armband from that tank top, and then swapped out the front panel for this Crash Kings shirt. And it's open in the back. Sometimes I don't wear a tank top under here, so it's just, you can see the back of my bra. God forbid someone knows I'm wearing one. But it's nice to have like a little bit of a breeze back there, you know? It's very comfortable. I used to get in my head because the stitching's kind of a mess. It's not very neat. I don't know why I did black stitching on the gray. Here's the thing. You gotta start somewhere. This is something that got me to where I am now as far as sewing skills, where no, I would not make the same choices today or let the same workmanship or lack thereof fly. But it feels like a stepping stone, and I'm proud of younger me for making this for herself. I like wearing this. I know right out the gate I need to fix this. Everything else is knit, so it's fine. This, however, is not, and it needs to get something done to it. Even if I just hem that one section, if I bind it a little bit, I don't know, but I gotta do something to it. I love this band. Alterations pile. Ooh, it's been a minute since I've tried this one on. I feel like, yeah, the way this is sitting is just like not doing it for me. I like this though. It's a band I saw one time. This next bundle are all my work shirts, which I did a really fun video on this and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite DIYs I've ever done. It's like a sleeveless cowl neck thing, but I used the sleeves to make the cowl, and then I just had this extra shoelace from something else. This was cut up. It's like an adjustable cinched side tank top, and then there's just a racerback tank that you can get at the brewery. I have 2 of them because they're my favorite things to wear in the summertime. Then I have some kind of big-ish shirts. I know I have one really big shirt in the alterations pile because I do want to do something with it. I just don't know what. So we can talk about that when the time comes. But I got even more. And then this one is more fitted, but still from work. They do a lot of animal rescue, shelter, charity events. So this is one of them. The pup crawl crew neck sweatshirt. And then 2 hoodies, 2 different sizes. And then it's not branded, but this was gifted to all of us for Christmas. There's a few different types of piggy Hawaiian shirts. And this was mine. So that counts as a work shirt, right? So those are all very much keep. Then if you can't tell, I like black t-shirts. And I'm finally letting myself own that. I had a weird thing about not letting myself wear all black outfits for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what my deal is. This is from a brewery out in Chicago. This might be my favorite of the black shirts I have. This is my next favorite black t-shirt that is intact. I haven't done anything to it. This is just how it came. Then I bought 4 shirts. This one is unfucked with, but the other 3 I did cut the collars off. And I think I'm just gonna leave them because they're comfortable and like not everything has to be a big project. But these are all from Untamed Ego, which has like mildly offensive clothing, and I just really love the general message, fueled by spite and caffeine. This one says never better, and it's a little skeleton giving a thumbs up from a casket. I wear this to a lot of doctor's appointments because I think it's funny. Not all my doctors do. Surviving purely out of spite. And you don't have to die to be dead to me. Then I've got this brewery shirt. This I made maybe a little too fitted, but I still like wearing it. I just make sure I wear like a high-waisted skirt when I have this on because I can cinch up the front and make it like kind of ruched. This is another brewery shirt. This actually isn't even the name of it anymore, so like I got it before it was cool. Hellfire Club shirt. Same thing, it's just nice having like kind of an oversized one. I have an even bigger one. This is like a medium. This was gifted to me, as was the other Hellfire Club shirt, but this is, yeah, this one's a medium and that one is a large. And I'm like swimming in it. That one's in the alterations bin. Boondock Saints. Weirdly, like maybe the most flattering shirt I have. I'm not a big like gun supporter, but I do like the Boondock Saints movies. I take great care with the places I wear that particular one. This is a band shirt. Again, like not a supporter of smoking, but I do think it's funny that there's a turtle smoking a cigarette and has a skull for a shell. This is a band called Iron Sheik. This is Loxley. The Hives. This is a handmade Crash King shirt that I came up with the idea for it, but I didn't have any confidence in my own painting skills. So I had my best friend decorate it, and it says, "You've got the shit that's gonna make my head spin," which is a lyric from one of their unreleased songs that I don't think they ever ended up doing anything with. This is a shirt I DIY'd. The Doors used to give me nightmares when I was a kid. I'm not trying any of these on because I've been wearing this whole section a lot, but I got this Doors shirt on a volunteer trip I did down in Kentucky. Okay, here's one I want to try on for sure, because I keep not wearing it because I keep thinking, it doesn't fit me very well. And if it doesn't, I'm going to make this into a tank top. I upcycled some leggings to make the sleeve because the original sleeves were like here on me. Just looked like I was gonna bust out of them. But I think I just want this to be a tank top. This is the Maximum Fun Rocket. My friend Jamie actually gave me this. Then, okay, this is probably the shirt I've worn the most ever in the history of shirts that I've owned. This is also a Loxley shirt, which is my favorite band. They haven't played in a long time. I'm very impressed with how this has held up for how much wear it has gotten. I don't know how this was printed. Likewise, this is one of my most worn shirts, and I have no idea how this was printed. I don't know. You can't feel the difference in texture. Same on this shirt. It feels like t-shirt material. I like those two very much. Then, speaking of Crash Kings, I do have this clavinet shirt. This is probably the smallest t-shirt I own. And it's definitely like short on me, so I always wear high-waisted shorts with it, or like a skirt. And I cut the collar off because it was choking me. And this probably comes up too far on my shoulders, because that's what happened with like baby doll shirts. It's not quite a baby doll shirt, but not too far off. The Streetlight Manifesto shirt. It's a little boxy, oversized. This is like my comfort thing. This is my around the house shirt. And I could do something cool with it, but I have so many other cool shirts, and I like having comfort clothes. I have a surprising amount of green shirts, actually. And it's all like Kelly green, too. Let's see. So I have my Doctor Who playing card. Remember T-Fury? Remember that being a thing? Are those sites still up? Where it was like one design per day and then you could never get it again. It was going in the vault. Like Karen Hallian, I think I found out about her artwork through that. Anyway, Flogging Molly shirt. I got that on my first date with my partner. This is from a road trip down to Asheville, North Carolina that I took. Highland Brewing Company, so that's why it's an outline of North Carolina. This is another like comfort shirt. I really like this one. I don't even really drink that much anymore. I've maybe had enough drinks this whole year so far to like count on one hand. I just haven't really felt like it. Plus I've had a bunch of different health things going on. And speaking of health things, for those of you keeping up on my colonoscopy, endoscopy journey, I did get tested for celiac and stuff with some blood work, and I am thankfully 0% sensitive to gluten, which is a relief, because you never know. I continue to say I'm sorry for your loss for anybody that tells me that they can't do gluten or have celiacs or whatever. Like, I'm so sorry. The prep day for the colonoscopy was not as bad as I was anticipating. It wasn't fun. And there was a moment where I was panicking, like before things started, because I was hours into drinking stuff and nothing was happening, and then everything was happening. So it wasn't my favorite time, but I will say my favorite thing I consumed was I just microwaved a mug of vegetable stock. Soothing and comforting. It felt as close to a meal as I got that whole day. And I got a lot of salt, which I needed because I was very dehydrated, and yeah, it was a time. But they ended up taking 5 biopsies, which I wasn't expecting, but thankfully they all came back negative for cancer, any of the big scary things I was worried about. Oh, because the other thing, I don't know that I've mentioned it on here because life has been busy, but I was diagnosed with something called Lynch syndrome. I have a genetic mutation, so I am in fact a mutant, and that basically gives me a heightened risk of like every type of cancer. Not every type, but like a lot of them. So I went for my first mammogram, that came back normal, and the growth I do have that I caught in 2016 hasn't grown anymore. Like the tissue marker is still in the same place. The tumor is the same diameter around it, so they are still saying it's benign. And that's awesome that like in 8 years it hasn't really done anything. I had a meeting with the doctor about a potential hysterectomy. We're gonna take some other courses of action in the meantime, and not jump to that just yet, because I'd like to not go into early menopause, because I already have hot flashes and dizziness and brain fog and all the things that come with that whole phase of life. It's really fun being in this meat sack of mine, but those are those updates in case you were wondering. Now we can leave my health nightmare corner and get back to fun clothing things. This shirt I've owned since I was 16, so almost 20 years. It's from a street punk band I used to go see a bunch that's from my hometown called the Asthmatics. They broke up a long time ago. This was a shirt that was gifted to me. Not really my color, but again, it's okay to just have comfy shirts. It's so soft. So my friends that lived in Santa Rosa, California got me this. It's like a world-renowned beer, and they brought me a bottle of it, as well as this shirt. And I got to try some Pliny the Elder. Speaking of T-Fury, these are 2 more, maybe not T-Fury specifically, but one of those daily shirt mashup things. So I have Sally's Sewing and Alterations, felt appropriate. Then I have Tina, just saying butts. This is the one thing I've ever bought when I was drunk. It was definitely a drunk shopping thing, and I think with shipping I spent about $10. a long time ago. Band shirt. This is Rooney. They're from California, so I assume that's why the bear from the flag is on there. Oh, that's just a solid shirt. You go there. Another Loxley shirt. It says "You are cute if you listen to Loxley." Super duper comfortable. It's like a little cracked on the font, and you can like feel that it was like ironed into the top of it, whatever the material was. But still going strong. I don't wear this one as much. And then another Hives shirt. I have seen them twice, so I got a shirt each time. And both shirts creep people out for some reason. These are all just solid color V-necks. I have a red V-neck and I have a green crew neck shirt. It's the only shade, well, not the only shade of green, but it's the shade of green I like the most. I tried to have a boring closet, I think. When I had to dress business casual for work, I just wanted like clothes I didn't have to think about because nothing excited me about dressing business casual. So I thought V-neck shirts would be the answer for me. And they're good basics, but like thankfully I never find myself wearing them. But I know the point of this is to like get rid of clothes. You know what, actually? Well, while I'm thinking of it, I'm probably going to regret this. But this is super stretched out. And I don't end up wearing it anymore. And then I don't like wearing red. This one just bothers me. You know what? They don't spark joy, so let's move them along. They're good basics, so like someone will wear them. And then I don't wear pink, and I don't wear this one. I did. These are like my default shirts for a long time. Honestly, what I feel when I see the plain V-necks is like guilt for not wearing them more often. But obviously there's a reason for that. I will keep this one, and I will keep this one. Because I have worn these in like past couple months. And I do like this color shirt, so that one's gonna stay. Yeah, this just makes me think this is a shirt I got for that kind of work, and we're just not about that life anymore. It's fine. We're not keeping any florals. Them's the rules. Then if you haven't noticed, I really like stripy shirts. I like this one a lot. I hemmed it because there was like a stain along the bottom, so it's a little too short for my liking, but if I have high-waisted shorts on or a skirt, I like this a lot. I feel like it's very flattering. Then I have these two shirts, which don't get worn a ton, but they get worn enough. And then I made this one. It's a fun one. Mr. Spooky Boy Jack Skellington. So all of these are a keep, right? Am I going to keep him? To be honest, I don't know that I wear this all that often. And am I just going to keep it because I made it and it's cool fabric? Or do I donate it for someone else to wear? Looking at this, it's making me think it's hot to wear. And it's a little too short on me. You know what? It can go find a new home. I'm never actively seeking it out. I just wear it again because I feel a little guilty when it hasn't gotten much love. Okay. See, we're getting cutthroat now. Then I have another asthmatic shirt that I upcycled. This is that same fabric from the dress from David. Thank you again. And I love this shirt. I should make more raglan sleeve tops because I like this a lot. And it's like a half sleeve length. It's like right above my elbow, which is perfect. No, this is from that business casual. Just because it's black doesn't mean I need to keep it. I do actually wear this. I like layering this under a flannel. Same with this. This one's comfy. This I also like layering under a flannel. And then, do I like this? I don't know if I do. We're just gonna let it go. This I do like. I stole this from my own inventory, and I don't know, I just like it a lot. I like the colors. It's fun and obnoxious, and I do like a cowl neck. You know, I used to wear this one a lot, and it just doesn't feel nice on the inside. I also got this, but this this makes me happier than this one does. This is not the color for me, and like, it's a turtleneck. I have a lot of neck, but this is going back into the thrift store ecosystem. It's hard looking at winter clothes when it's 85 degrees outside, so it feels a little suffocating at the moment, but it's not like, it doesn't choke me. I'm never wearing this just over a tank top. I always have a shirt on. You know what? I'll try it on. Is that not the whole goddamn point? I don't know, that comes up pretty high. I can make myself something better than this. Okay. Off she goes. We'll just get rid of both red sweaters. Because I do have this one that I made and I wear a bunch. I love it, love it, love it. It's not super heavy. It's very much long enough. It has little thummy holes. Love this one. This is maybe my most worn sweater. You've probably seen it in a lot of videos the past 6 months. My mom got it for me when we went thrifting after New Year's, sometime in the past 6 months. I feel like if I donate this, it has a bunch of like repair patches. I fear it will get thrown out. And I do like wearing it. We'll try it on. I think it's gonna be a keep though. Yeah. It like hugs in a nice way, not in a will I get back out of this kind of way. Yeah. Yeah, it's 'cause it's humid that I am not loving putting long sleeve things on. So that's a keep for sure. This is the sweatshirt I did an alteration on where it had like a weird split up the back. And I really didn't like it. It had like a swoopy bottom and just wasn't doing it for me. Where once this is on, it feels great. It has thumb holes. It's like the perfect length. I hemmed it up. It doesn't choke or anything here. What bothers me is when the inside is touching itself. So when it's on the hanger, the noise it makes. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Ooh, I just punched myself in the jaw. I don't know, it grips itself and it really bothers me. But when it's on me and my body is separating all of the bits, it doesn't do that. This is a very recent thrifting acquisition. I got myself a couple things and I do like this. The one thing I might do, which is not anything urgent or anything I'm gonna do right away, is just take the metal aglets off. But it's a good, like, I don't know, it's got pockets, but they're not like really pockets, but just kind of like active wear. It's good on those in-between weather days where it's summertime, but it's rainy. So it is cool out, but you don't want like your winter gear on. This is the kind of layer for that. And then these are two of my favoritist hoodies. I wear this one all the time from Still Dead Art. And this is one I thrifted and I upcycled the pocket. This is like a heavy duty one. It's fleece lined. So that's definitely not like an in-between weather kind of hoodie, where this one's more lightweight. I feel like we did some damage there. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. I think we're about to do some damage on the cardigans. So let me go grab cardigans, flannels, and coats. I don't own many coats, so there won't be a lot to go through, but you know, we'll just take a little peek-see. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, last group. This has only taken me all day, But here's the thing about that. It's because of everybody over on Patreon that I get to take a day to do this and show you all the process. And I will absolutely be showing you the little tweaks and DIYs. It's been so long since I've done one that I forget how words work. I'll show you how I go about reintroducing them into my closet, whatever form that may end up taking. But yeah, I get to spend this kind of time, take a day to do this and share it with everybody because of all of those folks. So thank you so much. I am eternally grateful. And thanks for being here. So, cardigans first. I just don't like the red. I haven't reached for this in a long time. Another business casual thing. Like, I don't dislike all of my cardigans. I do like the color of this. And it's only a half sleeve one. I think I'm gonna keep this. Like, this is one that I made, but I almost never wear it. Am I gonna keep it? It's stripes, but they're not like my kind of stripe. I think I'm gonna donate it. Oh, this is my grandpa sweater. I do like this one. This is staying. This is a nice oversized thin one. I love this one. You know, I don't usually let myself wear things that are at least close to white, but it's so soft, and in the wintertime I do like having this one on. Ooh. This used to be one of my go-tos. I even swapped out the buttons from what they used to be. They were like tortoiseshell ones before, and I did not like them. I think this has to go to a new home. It just doesn't feel like me anymore. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. Yes. Ooh, same thing. I used to wear this one all the time and swapped out the buttons. Let me see. I feel like it's very tight on the sleeves, so like wearing this over, I don't think this is doing it for me anymore. I don't think I wore this at all this past winter, so yeah, that's gonna go. This I definitely do wear. This is like my fancy neutral cardigan, but it does get worn. I'm just gonna swap the hanger it's on. So it's got the little hookies. There we go. Oh, this is the other one. Also swapped out the buttons. Yeah, it's like weirdly heavy. That's also getting donated. Man, those were like a staple for a really long time, but in my business casual days, so they're out. This I do like. It was my like Hufflepuff cardigan for a long time, but as we like to say, we don't tolerate turfs around here. But I did put a Rockingham patch on here, and like yellow's not typically my color, but I like all this together. And it's okay to have like one bright thing in my closet. Then we're into flannel territory. Keep. I stole these two from my partner's closet. 1000% keep. This one I have worn into oblivion. Actually, the collar was stained pretty bad for a while, but I tried to scrub it clean. If anybody has more advice on cleaning white fabric, because the collar is kind of grimy, let me know. But this one probably gets the most wear. This over that pink long sleeve shirt I was showing y'all, it's the thing. This is one of my thrifted goodies. Oh, let me go grab the other one. This one was in the laundry. It's super nice and lightweight. This definitely gets worn a lot. Flannels are just so much easier. Unless, like, I live in New Hampshire. I feel like flannels are our state uniform. This is the possum shirt I deeply identify with, from Rainbow Rack Boutique. I do think I'm gonna mess with the buttons. Does that mean this goes in the alteration pile? I've been wearing it as is, but I think I'll be more excited about it with the buttons. So this will go. Just wait till you see the pile. To be honest, I don't wear this one that much. The dog fart cat barf one. I don't know if it's the fit of this. Just I don't know. This one doesn't do it for me, and I think it'd be really funny to have this at a thrift shop. So I think I'm gonna donate this one. Memories. Not that I'm opposed to painting this on another top at some point. Oh, and this is actually a dress. So this should go in the dress section. I do wear it, so I don't need to like do a try on. This, it was gifted, but it's the kind of weight thing that, like, I don't know, it's like a cozy layer. So when I'm in the shop and it's really cold, but then that's when I go for like a hoodie or something. Oh, but it is nice. Hold on. Is it just because it's hot out that I have no interest in this right now? It's okay. It's okay. I've got my zip-up hoodies. Ooh, whoops. This is my Big D and the kids' table one. This is the thing I pull on when I'm like freezing cold and need another layer because it's a little oversized on me. So no matter what else I have on already. The one thing about this, I do like it. It's a really good like winter hoodie. Like, it is heavy duty. This is usually what I wear to bring in firewood. Oh, I have another hoodie upstairs, but that's my like workout hoodie, which I will be keeping. And I have another jacket, but that is also used for getting firewood. So that's more utilitarian. I don't love the color on the inside, which is only really shown in the hood. But I think I want to replace the lining. Is that excessive? Because outside, great, wonderful, no notes. Inside, many notes. Yeah, oh, wait, I have Doctor Who flannel that I don't know what else to use it for. But it might be the perfect amount, at least the hood. I would love that. Okay, this is going in the alterations pile too. So next we have my battle jacket, my battle vest. I have the newest edition are these iridescent windows. We got, oh yeah, and the pins from Ashley Morgan I have on here. This is the cow that you can abduct and then unabduct. And I love this. It's kind of always a work in progress. This, okay, this is the most expensive thing I've ever bought. I still cannot get over the workmanship on the back of this. This is the other thing I got with the possum shirt from the Rainbow Rack Boutique. The thing is, I don't love the sleeves. And my guess is what happened is like, they bought this secondhand and then tried to dye it. And that's why, like, there's some sections that are like a slightly different shade than others, which is not like a crisis, but I want it to be great. And it's like pretty good right now. And also to ensure that it is in fact a write-off. We're gonna do an overhaul and turn this into a battle vest. So gird thine loins for that. Where I want to add like a fabric bit over the pocket flap here and obviously cut the sleeves off, and I can see myself wearing it more, where the way the sleeves fit, even rolled up like that, I can't get myself to do it. So this with like a flannel under it or a hoodie under it, I think will make for good winter wear. So this is also going in the alterations pile. Yeesh. And oh, this needs to go in the work pile. This is my Rockingham hoodie. It's brown, so it's not one that gets worn very often. Even though the pullovers disrupt my hair more, this just doesn't get worn as much. So that is also going into a different spot. Now let's see, I got my raincoat. I can't really get rid of that. This is a good winter coat that's not quite as heavy duty. This is my fun festive pea coat, which actually, oh, I forgot. That's where this pin went. I was actively looking for that. I have Carl and my Nerdfighteria pin. I have a little hedgehog with a knife, my Will It Waffle pin, and the Ghost and the Owl from Sarah Richard, who's my favorite artist. It's her artwork that is all over my TARDIS. I have Chris Uminga as well, and Wicked Little Studio, which I don't think exists anymore. Yeah, most of that is Sarah Richard's art. Okay, I know I don't wear red, but this coat is too good to not keep. I thrifted this for absolute steal. It was like $2 somewhere, and so many good memories with this. It's very Carmen Sandiego. Does this count as a trench? I don't know if it does. I guess buttoning it up would be helpful because I can make sure it actually... Yeah, I like this coat. It's maybe on the more costumey side. Actually, I do remember I wore it to a murder mystery party I attended where everybody dressed up all fancy because it was like 1920s Hollywood, but I can't get rid of this. It's too good. I'd be sad not having this in my closet anymore. Even though it doesn't get worn very often, there's a lot of sentimental value with it. And it's a good coat. Like, it's a good winter coat. Oh, this has probably been like this the whole time. I did not realize there was a safety pin on that epaulette. So this also has to go in the alterations pile. Because if I don't do a fix like that now, it's never going to happen. Which brings me to this. This is my winter coat. I've worn it like every day in the winter for years now. Like years. This thing has seen so much. But the zipper gets stuck a lot and doesn't work particularly well. And it's gonna be annoying and I'm not gonna like it, but it needs to be replaced. This coat has no other defects. It has cuff linings that stick out and like have little thummy holes. It goes really low. It's got zippered pockets on the outside and the inside. It's lightweight, so I can like mash it up and put it in a backpack or something without taking up the whole thing. I love it, but I have to fix that. I've been thinking that for months, but because we're into warm weather, I was like, I don't need to worry about it. I do though. And I know it will be a helpful project to share because it's something a lot of people ask me to do, so I assume it's something a lot of people need. And I know how to do it, and it's not going to be that big of a pain in the ass once I get into it. That's how I feel every time I replace a zipper. It's fine. But current me is like, ugh, it's the last thing I want to spend time doing. So this also is going in the alterations pile. Are you ready to see it now? I don't want to show you, but I'm gonna have to. Okay, gang, we did it. Somehow. I am sweaty and tired and just want to lay down. I did add that blue pleated skirt to my donation pile because I didn't get rid of any skirts. And I can't have a like potential theoretical costume as a reason to keep it. So I don't see myself dressing as a Sailor Scout. My thought was, for like a last minute Halloween costume idea, but I can just use a blue skirt for that. Also, in my adventuring into the depths of my TARDIS wardrobe, I found what I call the Mischief Kit. Also, have I ever told y'all that I have a TARDIS for a closet? Because my partner surprised me with it for my birthday like 12 years ago. And I get to walk by it every day and pick all of my clothes from it. And I don't think there's a cooler thing he could have given me. As for contents, I have a suspicion there's Nerf guns and fireworks involved. Yep. I got a cap gun. I actually also found the other one and a holster for it. Just a whole shopping bag full of sparklers and morning glories. Casual. I've got a confetti popper. Not so crazy. I have a little parachuting penguin. I do in fact have 2 Nerf guns and a bunch of the foam darts. This is something I stole from a bar. That bar sucks and I never want to go in there again. It doesn't mean it was my right to take this. Literally one person could get me to steal something, and that is exactly what happened. So I stole it for them, but then I just have it now. Is my New Hampshire showing? You can get like whole ass fireworks, like professional grade fireworks at multiple places up the street because it's the Wild West here sometimes. There is some silly putty that's going in the trash. Okay, just getting wild and crazy out here. That's very funny, but this has been stuffed in the back of my closet for some time. As for my shame pile, let us descend into the depths of hell where it lives, meaning the basket's on the floor and it's too heavy for me to hold up because that's how much stuff is in there. Listen, I want to rescue a lot of clothes. We can view this as like a good thing, right? So I have all the stuff that was just added on top, right? Got the skirts, but this, I don't even know where this came from. I feel weird about wearing this kind of print. I want to trace the pattern, like cut it apart, take a pattern off it. It has this little cutout on the front. That's not necessary, but like it's a fun thing I want to try to do. So I just want to make a bunch of sundresses like this. So that's in the plan. I want to like copy this and make a bunch of stuff. This is the other Hellfire shirt I had mentioned. This is a cardigan I previously put in here, but actually I'm gonna donate that as well as this. And this just needs to get, oh, I have a little repair spot back here. Right. That's that. I want to copy that shirt. Ooh, okay, this is one I want to try on. This is another dress. Similar situation. I feel weird wearing the print and it's just not held together very well, but I really like the bodice of it. It's got like kind of a bustier type top. And this was my most worn dress for a long time, so I want to duplicate that. Oh yeah! I ordered this shirt and then did nothing with it. I got a really big size so that I had more wiggle room. I'm probably going to turn it into like a color block raglan sleeve. This is a wrap top dress I wanted to duplicate, but because I have that other pattern that has the wrap top to it, I'm also going to donate that. I'm also going to donate these. These are some shorts I want to duplicate. Oh God, which reminds me, I have more to add to this pile. Oh no. I'm also going to donate that. Yeah, this is a strapless bra that doesn't quite fit, but I feel like there's things I can do with this. This is the oversized shirt for work I want to do something with. This is a shirt I just want to duplicate the size of because the events have passed that are on here. This is a shirt I just don't end up wearing. I'm going to donate that because I still like how it came out. What is in here? Oh, it's a bag of fleece. That definitely should not be in there. There's a dress pattern I was gonna try. Oh, and then a pattern right, Allison, I am still gonna make this for you. I'm so sorry this is like at the bottom of this container. Also, yeah, this is canvas that shouldn't be in here. Then this fabric also should not be in there. I was looking for this. Damn it. Because this metallic doesn't get all horrible like the silver one I was showing you earlier. I was looking for that. Okay. And then I have some partially started things. I had these for sale. This is that material. I don't feel like I can sell it in good faith. So I'm just going to use the fabric for something else because I hate what it does. This, however, I should probably put back into my inventory. They just weren't selling, so I wasn't going to keep them in there, but whatever. Come Halloween, that'll be good to have. Then, yeah, a couple things I have cut out but not sewn together. This is a really fun cardigan. Actually, so is this fabric. I'm making an outfit that looks like Preston from Can't Hardly Wait. So yeah, all of this can go back in here. Oh, and this is a t-shirt dress I just bought. I thrifted it. I don't think they charged me for it. And for some, like, I don't know what happened in the dressing room. I thought it was fine, but then I tried it on at home and it made me want to die in a multitude of ways. So I'm gonna use this to like make some other t-shirt something out of it. Or do I just redonate it? No, I want a t-shirt out of that. Okay, so the rest of this can go in. This is wild, my dudes. I'm glad I re-went through all this though, because I'm glad I found that fabric. It was driving me nuts that I didn't know where it was. Now you know what's on the docket for the rest of the summer. I want to get this sorted out then. Speaking of it being summertime, in addition to the denim shorts that are on the ground, remember a couple summers ago when I tried a bunch of shorts patterns and I was like, I'm going to take elements from each of these and turn them into shorts that I like. And I never did it. I still have all the trial runs. So I think that means I gotta, you know, actually make them. So I gotta keep this in my own way. I forgot how cute this fabric is. I wanna cut this apart once I'm done with it and like make little bags with it. That's so cute and like so good for summertime. Okay, now that I have added to the donation pile, it feels so good to be getting rid of these. I also went through and got rid of a pair of shoes. I got these in Denver because I threw up on the ones that I had with me for the trip because I got really bad altitude sickness. Hashtag glam life. And then a bunch of scarves and then a bag and, oh, and a laptop case. I'm also getting rid of a laptop case. So this felt like a good purge. I'm getting very hot and uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go. I will see you back here with another video in 2 Fridays. Thank you so much for hanging out. I feel a little bit like I'm wearing a organza potato sack. There were no crimes happening, is what I'm trying to say. Punk kids are usually the goodest boys, me included.